In the vibrant heart of Rajasthan, where the desert winds whisper ancient tales and traditions run as deep as the Thar itself, lived a young woman named Priya. Her eyes, like the deepest pools of the desert sky, held the innocence of a new dawn. She was wed to Rajesh, a man of strong build and a charming smile, but beneath that smile, a shadow of expectation loomed large. Their home, though humble, echoed with the promise of a future they hoped would be blessed with children. Years turned into a quiet age. Priya gave birth to 3 beautiful daughters, Meera, with her quick wit, Aisha, with her gentle spirit, and little Dia, a ray of sunshine. Each girl brought joy, but with each daughter, Rajesh's smile grew thinner. His family, particularly his stern mother, whispered of a son, an heir to carry on the family name, to perform the rites. The pressure mounted, a suffocating weight in their small home. Rajesh, once affectionate, became a stranger. His charm curdled into coldness, his words sharp as desert thorns. He saw not 3 blessings, but 3 reminders of Priya's perceived failure to bear him a son. The whispers of tradition, of family honor, became a roaring storm in his mind. He began to stay out late, returning with the scent of another woman's perfume clinging to his clothes. Then, the unthinkable, Rajesh, consumed by his desire for a male heir, took a second wife, a woman who quickly bore him a son. He cast Priya and their daughters aside, leaving them with nothing but the tattered remnants of their once happy life. They were left to fend for themselves, abandoned, vulnerable, in a society that offered little comfort to women without a male protector. Domestic abuse, not of fist but of neglect and emotional cruelty, became their daily bread. Priya, once fragile, found a strength she never knew she possessed. For her daughters, she became a lioness. She took on menial jobs, her hands calloused but her spirit unyielding. Meera and Aisha, though young, understood their mother's struggle and helped where they could. They faced the stares, the whispers, the indignity of their situation, but together, they held on. Years turned to decades. The daughters grew into resilient, independent women, educated through their mother's tireless efforts. Meera became a respected teacher, Aisha a skilled artisan, and little Dia, now a doctor, served their community with compassion. They built a life of dignity and purpose, not despite their past, but because of the strength forged in adversity. Meanwhile, Rajesh's life, built on abandonment and a flawed understanding of tradition, began to crumble. His son, though a boy, proved to be a source of constant disappointment. The wealth he sought did not bring him peace. As old age crept in, he found himself alone, haunted by the ghosts of his past. One day, a chance encounter brought Rajesh face to face with his eldest daughter, Meera. Seeing the accomplished woman she had become, a wave of profound regret washed over him. He saw the strength, the grace, the success of the daughters he had discarded. The realization of his cruelty, of the precious lives he had abandoned, finally pierced through his hardened heart. Broken, remorseful, Rajesh sought redemption. He approached Priya, not with demands, but with genuine humility, begging for forgiveness, acknowledging the immense pain he had inflicted. The road to healing was long, fraught with the lingering pain of domestic abuse and abandonment, but Priya, a woman of boundless compassion, understood the true meaning of forgiveness. Not for his sake, but for the sake of peace, for the sake of their shared past, and for the possibility of a future free from bitterness. The son she couldn't bear had caused immense suffering, but from that suffering rose a tale of extraordinary resilience, of unbreakable bonds, and ultimately, of the profound power of forgiveness and redemption. It's a reminder that true wealth lies not in lineage, but in love, respect, and the unwavering spirit of a family, no matter how broken it once seemed.